You know, you hear people a lot of times they all think that celebrities that they watch in the film and TV pop out of the womb ripped. And, you know, that wasn't the case with me.
We don't. No, we don't.
They went from awkward to absolutely astonishing. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrity ugly ducklings.
And then there's you.
And you look, by the way, I mean, this is ridiculous. This actually looks,
No.
this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it wasn't, believe me.
For this list, we're focusing on famous individuals who transformed in the looks department from their regular childhood days into powerful and charming celebrities in their current lives.
Someday I'll be living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is me.
Number 10, Russell Brand. Today, this English entertainer rocks the Greek god facade and doesn't shy away from societal issues. But this confident look didn't just emerge out of nowhere. It's taken some trial and error, as Russell Brand once presented himself to the world with a curiously stern gaze and fresh shave.
Got nothing to be afraid of talking to you.
But when you're trying to instigate a cultural revolution, one must simply grow out the Jesus locks and complete the look with a healthy Che Guevara-style beard.
I was at the border, karate chopping Mexicans either side of the neck.
In this case of ugly duckling turned dashing gent, the revolution has been televised and maybe revised a time or two.
So I hear you're a very traditional guy, that you eat all those critters.
If by traditional you mean sex mad, then yes.
Number 9, Calvin Harris. Maybe it's the personality and DJ skills that attracted Taylor Swift to this Scottish DJ. But let's be honest, his Ryan Gosling GQ vibe probably had something to do with it as well.
And we could be together, baby, as long as skies are blue.
While Calvin Harris seems in control of his grooming game nowadays, just a few short years ago, he was going with the chilled-out college student appearance. Thankfully, at least for Calvin, the manifestation of fame and power has transformed your average-looking bro into a recognized face and brand all over the world.
What I mean to you, do I belong? I try to fight this, but I know I'm not that strong.
It looks like your distributor cap's a little loose.
Number 8, Megan Fox. For this entry, the term ugly duckling may be a stretch, but then again, some kids aren't as naturally photogenic as some of their peers.
I'm a friend of Sam's.
Gosh, you're gorgeous.
She can hear you talking, Mom.
But while Transformers star Megan Fox was admittedly never teased in school for her looks, she did find trouble relating to others given her gruff personality, which might have played a small role in the long-standing rumor that she actually used to be a man.
I don't know why people think I'm so badass. I think it's just because I curse a lot.
Perhaps Megan Fox isn't the greatest actress around, but she's certainly come a long way.
I mean, they really are amazing. That's firm, for real. They're like a memory mattress.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Number 7, Kesha.
The door, I'm gonna hit this city.
It's been a few years since the last new release from this pop star with the reportedly staggeringly high IQ. But back in 2005, Kesha and her mother actually appeared in an episode of The Simple Life.
I'm gonna vomit.
And while the would-be star maybe didn't seem ready for a larger spotlight, she'd already transformed from her younger days as a student. Needless to say, she seems to be constantly evolving into a more staggeringly beautiful woman with each stage of her life. And it seems the tradition won't stop anytime soon.
Let's make the most of the night like we're gonna die young. We're gonna die young. We're gonna die young. Come too far to give up who we are.
Number 6, Adam Levine. You may recognize this inked-up musician as a judge on NBC's The Voice, and certainly as the dynamic vocalist of Maroon 5. But when you take take a look at images from the old days, Adam Levine was far from the sex symbol he is today. Like any rock star rebel knows, a little facial hair and body ink does the body good, especially when you're entering the final stage of Ugly Duckling turned full-fledged pop culture icon. Number 5. George Clooney. What can we say? Some men just get better looking with age. And no modern celebrity exemplifies this more than Mr. Salt and Pepper himself, George Clooney.
Oh, right. Paper. Wait, what do you think?
I don't know. What do you think? He's adorable.
Sure, you're probably familiar with Young Facts of Life George, but are you familiar with 70s bowl cut Clooney? Back then, the future sexiest man alive briefly had to deal with Bell's palsy, which partially paralyzed the face. And today, well, he's the face of American cinema.
Let's get out of here.
Number 4. January Jones.
I called the office. They said you'd left.
Early in her career, this future Mad Men star dated Ashton Kutcher, the man who reportedly told her to quit acting.
We're having a party, and here's the entertainment.
Of course, she promptly proved him very, very wrong, and it just so happens the future Betty Draper had matured into a fine-looking young woman by the 2000s and put in the necessary hustle to build a substantial Hollywood career. We think everyone can agree that this early portrait doesn't reflect a sex symbol in the making.
And don't worry. You don't have to say a word.
Number 3. Joe Manganiello.
How much for the Cheetos and water?
When his athletic dreams were thrown off course by a nasty injury, this future Magic Mike XXL star turned to the theater and made his feature film debut as Flash Thompson in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Think you're pretty funny, don't you, freak?
Flash, it was just an accident.
My fist breaking your teeth, that's the accident.
Come on, Flash.
And if you take a close look at Joe Manganiello in his awkward teens, you just might be able to recognize that unmistakable look of confidence. Almost as if he's saying, yeah, I'm a skinny twerp now, but I will someday marry a Colombian goddess named Sofia Vergara. And boy, was he right.
It looks like the now you is bullying the younger you.
Number 2. Ryan Seacrest.
How many shows are you involved in right now?
It's I don't know, it's more than 1, less than 10.
When you're a celebrated TV host, you naturally have that special something that endears you to audiences.
Call me, Ryan. Anytime. I'm serious.
Jason, as much as you may believe what you read, here's the one you should be giving it to.
With just one glance at a young Ryan Seacrest, it's easy to see that he was ready for the cameras at an early age. This duckling turned reality icon may not have had a strong thread game back in his Georgia days, but no one can deny that young Ryan Seacrest still radiated confidence like few others on our list.
I was looking at the two of us and I thought, what would it be like if that duo hung out together? And that's what it would be like.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Matthew Lewis.
When the smoke turns red, it means you've forgotten something. The only problem is, I can't remember what I've forgotten.
Oh, Neville Longbottom, how we've watched you grow over the years from a snarly-toothed pureblood to a dapper gentleman ready for the world. As an actor, Matthew Lewis appeared in 8 Harry Potter films.
And JK adorably responded, I will always support you, whatever you want to do, Matthew. Now go put some clothes on.
After making his debut in the original 2001 production, no one in his or her right mind could have imagined the character all grown up, boasting more of a Bond presence than that of a chubby comic relief character.
You have got to start standing up to people, Neville. How? I can barely stand at all.
But hey, life happens, and we all grow out of that awkward phase into something more polished sooner or later. Good on you, Matthew. Do you agree with our list?
Excellent question.
Who is your favorite celebrity ugly duckling? For more mind-blowing top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to Ms. Mojo.